Hello, me lads and lovelies. Captain Edward von Arkham here, coming to you from on board the MHS Hysteria. Today has been tilting on the verge of productive and futile. After doing some digging through scores of historical records, we made course for the Santa Trinita Monastery in Florence, 1128. Our intention? To interrogate Brother Bartolomeo Corsi. Professor Peasley's manuscript mentions encountering the mind of a 12th century Florentine monk named Bartolomeo Corsi, whilst trapped in the body of a youth during his captivity in Nicotis. Our hope was that Brother Corsi would recall certain details about his captivity that Professor Peasley did not. It was a simple plan of infiltrate and interrogate. But in retrospect, perhaps the job was better suited to Augustus. As it was, I volunteered. I suppose I overestimated my ability to pass for a convincing monk. Had a bit of trouble getting that hood over my hat. Needless to say, I did not blend well. There was quite a lot of staring. However, my similarity to a sore thumb was not the most formidable obstacle. It proved rather difficult to gather information from an order of monks who had all taken an oath of monastic silence. At first I thought they were just ignoring me, but I caught on after a while. Unfortunately, I am not familiar with any form of monastic sign language, so I had to, improvise. You try miming Bartolomeo. I tried, and I think I might have accidentally said something offensive. And I might have been thrown out and permanently banned from the monastery. And that makes 27. So we had to learn what we needed the boring way. We traveled forward in time to consult with the recorded history of Santa Trinita. And according to the records, Brother Corsi was exiled from the monastery in 1127, after a long period of irregular behavior, culminating in the blasphemous construction of an unholy instrument within his living quarters. Now, this sounds an awful lot like something Professor Peasley mentioned in his notes. Yes. In September of 1913, the professor writes that his secondary personality began the piecemeal assembly of a curious mechanism with unknown purpose. And on the 27th of September, Professor Peasley was found unconscious in his sitting room and later awoke with his true personality restored. But there was no sign of the queer machine he had built, nor is the fate of Brother Corsi's unholy instrument described in the monastery's records. That both these men returned to their proper consciousness as following the construction of these unknown machines leads me to wonder, what if these machines are the secret to the Yith's mind swapping? And if they are, what happened to them afterward? We are going to need to find out more. The search continues! Well, that's our time for today. I'm off to find our next subject to investigate. Until next time, stay mad, my duckies. 5 syllables. First syllable sounds like heart. Fart. I really need to work on my charades.